Alright guys, welcome to Frontier SX. Again, doubleheader, not going to be showing the heats. One of the scenarios where I'm not going to be showing heats is if it's a doubleheader, so get conked. Frontier track made a long time ago, unfortunately not raced, but now coming to be raced here in Season 11, so it's been a long time, but now it's here. And pretty fun track. We've got, I'd say, I think I said this in the recap, this is like the perfect intermediate Supercross. This is like as middle of the road as you can get with the Supercross. It's like, you know, a little bit of fun stuff, a little bit of cheese, a little bit of technical. Like, it's just a little bit of everything, but not like too much of anything. So pretty fun track to run laps on. And when it comes down to the lap times, pretty particular how you gotta gain time on this track. Definitely some strong lines. I think we'll see some of those strong lines come out during the race. I think it'll, you know, maybe be a little competitive at first, but then at some point people are just gonna, you know, figure out those strong lines, and it's gonna come down to just whoever is the best at them and whoever's the most consistent with them is what it'll come down to, as it usually does with Supercross tracks like this. So we go through the rest of the layout here, and there we go. So heat results though, Slaunch took the win for heat number 1 and Pancake taking the heat win for heat number 2. So for the heats at Goaty, we saw no new heat winners. We saw, I believe it was Roman and Luke, who have they've both won heats before. But here at Frontier, we see 2 new heat winners coming out of Slaunch and Pancake. Neither of them have won a heat yet this season, so that's a little bit different. So yeah, what are we up to now for the heat? Well, I'll look as we go through it, but if your heat winner prediction is like 7 or 8 or something like that, you're looking pretty decent so far for the predictions. But let's get into this race. Starting gate, we're gonna have Pancake, Detail, Opix, Fireball, Elite, Roman, Luke, Slaunch, Hunter, Real Deal, Shift, and Camby running out the field on the far left there. So gate is set, about to be dropped. We're gonna have 27 laps of hard racing here at Frontier SX. No idea who's gonna take it. Put your predictions in chat. When the gate drops here we go. 27 laps of rough racing at Frontier. It's gonna be Hunter with the whole shot. Not gonna wind up with the lead though, despite getting the whole shot. Pancake will eventually work his way out to the lead there in the first couple sections. And I'm hoping this race plays out a little bit differently than Holy. If you guys remember Holy Gardens, it was a pretty. There weren't too many moves. There weren't too many moves after like the start lap. There was definitely like some, but after like 5 laps or so, it kind of settled for the most part. I'm hoping we see some bigger battles up front, through the middle, stuff like that here. I think we probably will on this track. Sean, good prediction. So, coming to the line, first lap. Oh, Fireball's a conk. I'll explain that in a sec. It's going to be Pancake leading down the first lap, Detail in second, in third, Luke in fourth, and rounding out the top 5 is going to be Opix again. It's a pretty strong start. Keeping those strong starts up tonight. Doing a solid job so far. Putting himself in good positions, considering he probably doesn't feel too strong at these tracks, but he's putting himself in good spots, which is the most you can do in that type of scenario. That's a big skill section right there. We're going to be watching this section right here throughout the race. Pretty tough, and a lot of different lines, but there is one line that's definitely the strong line, but it's still not easy, and we're going to see some drivers hit that line really strong and make some passes with it. We're going to see some drivers mess up that line and lose a lot of time and lose some positions because of it, so I'm sure we'll see that line come into play in that section a lot throughout the race. Potentially, like showing the goose there on Detail, but not going to be able to make a move yet. Fireball still staying in the way. Has not moved out of the way yet. That is unfortunate. So you go another lap down, Pancake will lead another lap. But this top 4 is still fairly close. Detail trying to hold on to it. Ump's getting very close behind him. Not really going to be able to make a move, but he's showing it there, showing that he's getting... Oh, and Detail, that's a really unfortunate crash, to be honest. Goes down after that tabletop, and yeah, that's a really tough spot to crash. You don't see that crash too often. That was honestly really unfortunate. That's going to throw him back to 4th, but race is definitely not over yet. His teammate Slaunch behind him in 5th. Slaunch and Pancake, the heat winners. Pancake with a really good start to the race, but Slaunch not so much. He's definitely going to have to fight through more to try to get back up here. And Pancake messing up this back rhythm. Luke and Ump are really settling into a groove here. While that happened with Detail, Luke also got around Ump. I honestly missed that. Luke and Ump looking really strong so far in potential competition here. Pancake trying to hold on to the lead, side by side. Drives it really hard into the first corner. Kind of conks there at the end, but maybe the setup for this section. And Luke with the rough run right at the end there. And that'll allow Pancake to get back into the lead. Ump still close by though. Oh, that is unfortunate right there. I don't know. I guess he just didn't have enough speed going into that triple. Unfortunate crash, but guarantee the race is not over for Ump. He's looking really strong so far. Pancake looking a little loose in that back rhythm yet again. Hasn't quite figured it out yet. Oh, Fireball, no! He backs up right into... Oh, my God. He decides to back up right as his teammate, who's looking very fast, very strong at this track, is coming by him. That is so unfortunate. Potential battle for the lead again here. Side by side. But Pancake again, running really wide. That's going to screw both drivers up super hard. But Pancake will get the better recovery and will hold on to the lead. So 2 contests from Luke so far. Pancake's definitely struggling to hold on to this lead, doing everything he can. But there is still plenty of time left. We're like 6 laps in or so. There's a lot of time left for battling. And Ump is way behind in third now, but like I said, he looks really strong at this track. I really don't think it's over for him yet. He definitely lost some time from Fireball being an absolute conk right there, but I feel like Ump's still going to play a role in this race. Meanwhile, we have a strong battle here. Detail and Slaunch. Ooh, Detail with a rough run in the first jumps right there, and that's going to slow him down a bit. So Slaunch will get that position again. Potential close for the lead again. Maybe not. Rough run there. Saw it out of Ump earlier, and Luke's going to case the triple, although not a big crash like what happened to Ump. That was a fat rip. That was a fat rip. But like I said, plenty of mistakes coming. Plenty of racing to go. And like I said, I was just saying that Detail screws up at the beginning of this lap. Looks like Slaunch really has this position, and now Detail's really close behind him. So I think we're going to see some really good competition between like all these top 5 spots. Maybe even outside the top 5 too. But so far, the top 5 is pretty hot. Pretty evenly stretched gaps there in the top 3. And Detail and Slaunch, definitely the closest, highest battle right now. Oh, Detail with a nice run on the inside. Gets a little loose, though. This could get interesting. How is he going to run this? He's going to take the inside. I think the least preferred line there. But will he get a good run into the next section? It looks like Slaunch, potentially overcleared it, but he ends up getting a really good run. Then Detail comes back to the right. How do they go over the triple? Both land it. Really nice battle so far. So really clean racing coming out of Detail and Slaunch here for the 4th and 5th place spot, but I'm sure that battle will continue. I think Pancake losing a little bit of ground on the lead there. Probably made a mistake that lap. And Ump, like I said, he's got a big gap. He's got a big gap to work in third, but I really do think he's pretty strong at this track, so don't count him out just yet. Solid battle here still. Can't even see, I think that was Hunter and Opix going off there. Detail with a rough run. That might be it for a little bit at least. Slaunch will definitely gain some time off that. And that section, I was pointing it out earlier, that section may be the most important section on the track. If you screw it up, you're not looking good. You're not looking good at all. And we have potentially first lap traffic here This is Shift. Gonna be getting into trouble. As Pancake's coming to potentially put him a lap down. Is that Shift? Yeah, it is. Oh, conks off to the side, but does a good job getting out of the way. He does have Ump coming up eventually too, and well, he was gonna have it, but he ends up just staying out of the way for him. Like he probably could have pulled back out, but that was oh my god, Shift's gonna have to lap for Slime. This is bad. Bad mistake for Luke there, getting stuck on the tire. Gonna lose some time, and look at this. Like he was catching up to Pancake, but now Ump I think is catching up to both of them. With that mistake there, he's now back in this contention for second. Oh, and Pancake goes down on the back rhythm. Luke does dodge it. Does Ump also take advantage? He does. Comes in hard with the block pass. So the double pass right there, a huge mistake for Pancake. Gonna lose 2 positions after messing up that back rhythm. And I wasn't sure if Ump was gonna be able to make that happen, but I think he just saw the opportunity, went for it, full send, and was able to make that pass happen at the very end. So that just switched up things tremendously. Luke's now in the lead, Ump in second and Pancake in third. And Pancake messes up that rhythm now as well. Gonna cost him some more time. His top 3 battle. Pretty great so far. And you gotta think, I'm gonna roast, you gotta think, Ump could probably be in the lead right now. Like, he did make his own mistakes, but if it weren't for the fireball conk, Ump could actually be in the lead right now, or at least in contention for it. So that might bite him here. Especially because this is easily the strongest track that we've seen him at all season. It's not even close. But he's been strong at SX tracks in the past. We saw him pretty strong at Minneapolis, pretty strong at St. Louis. Way back. Not always. I mean, he got a third at Holy Gardens as well. Kind of like a low-key third. But at this track, definitely showing some speed. Oh, Luke not with the best run there up front. Oh my goodness, Ump unfortunate again. That was honestly tough. So Luke did not have the best run right there, and that was going to be a potential move. Oh, Ump goes in hard, takes the opportunity again. And Pancake just did not expect that type of force and is going to go back down to third. So Ump not giving up this battle, even though he's had to fight through a lot. He's lost a few potential opportunities, but he's still in second. He's still looking strong. And after that, he's still very much in this race. What lap are we at right now? Okay, so we just completed lap 11. And we're not even halfway done yet, so there's still plenty of racing to go. Although this is the most stretched that we've seen the top 3 in quite a few laps. There's Luke, Ump, and Pancake. And with all this conking, they're making a lot of mistakes. Slaunch and Detail aren't too far off the pace either. So Slaunch and Detail still running bumper to bumper like they have been, like we saw earlier. And I think that they've been making gains because even though the top 3 are fast, they've been making a lot of mistakes these last few laps, and they got to be thankful. Oh my! Oh, that was close for Luke right there. Fireball again, almost conking his teammates harder than anybody else on the track. Love to see it. Great teammate, best teammate 2019. Really glad I put him on the team. Fuck you. Slaunch here must have had a really good run that time by because, like we've been seeing, like Detail just closes it up on Slaunch, makes a mistake, closes it up, makes a mistake. So he's been looking really fast, but just needs to clean it up. And I'm really waiting for somebody to get into a groove here because, you know, we've seen a lot of drivers show some speed on this track, but they just keep conking. Like after they'll have a really good set of laps and then they'll conk. They'll have a really good set of laps and they conk. They'll have a really good set of laps and then they conk again. And I'm just waiting for some drivers to settle into a groove. And we could see that with the top 3, but they've all been making mistakes very consistently. Some lap traffic dodges there for Slaunch. Potentially Detail soon. Pancake had to dodge the lap traffic there at the beginning as well. And this has got to be the biggest like top 2 lead that we've seen. Pancake's got to start getting it back into gear if he wants to catch back up, because like I said, they've almost looked really strong, and he's still in second. But Luke's also shown some speed as well. Even though they've both had a lot of mistakes, still finding themselves in 1-2. And this is a really strong look for Team Nice Yes, except for the fact that Vulcan's not racing this race, and Fireball's conking. So even though normally they would be in a really good position for the team win here, taking another team win, because of that, they might not be in that good of a spot. I mean, top two, that's the best that they can do. So if they can hold on to this, it may still be competitive with Fireball finishing like 12th or something. I don't know. But yeah, the team standings are just not looking too good here, considering that they don't have a third, and they really need a third, because a third in like any position could set them up here. And let's see what happened there. Slaunch must have had a really good lap. Pancake must have also had a really bad lap. As Slaunch, like I said, him and Detail were creeping, and he sees his opportunity here. Pancake messes up this rhythm again, and Slaunch saw the opportunity, got really close here, seeing the podium. His only podium this season is at Holy Gardens, and Pancake just ran really hard to the inside there. Just wasn't much room for Slaunch to make anything happen there. So Slaunch will fall back to 4th and have to reevaluate. Detail has lost some time, but like I said, there's a lot of time left. We're just hitting the halfway point, just going over the halfway point right now. And I'm sure we'll still see some position changes before the end of this race. But regardless, that's definitely going to help Luke and Ump, and they're definitely opening up a pretty strong 1-2 lead right now. And then it's Pancake and Slaunch right now for 3rd and 4th. Detail is in 5th, hoping some more mistakes come out. 6th place? 6th place is actually Real Deal, which is kind of where, I mean, you know, it wasn't expected for Pancake to race. So, like, if this were a normal Supercross race, Real Deal would be in 5th, which is kind of where he usually is on an SX. So kind of like in that expected position right now. Oh, Hunter wrecking on the back there. That's going to slow up Ump a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. I don't think he lost that much time off it, really. Wasn't that bad. And Slaunch is bringing it back again with Pancake. He's not falling off too much. Could still see some close action here. By yourself. God damn it. That was a good one. Definitely some bonus points for that. So this is the most, this is definitely the most that it's been settled. Like, we've just had something going on, like some super close battle throughout this race. This is easily the most gapped that it's been. And the lap traffic is insane. Like, the top 6, it seems, are just on another level. And then the rest of the field is now, like, in their own pack. But they're way off the pace. And they're starting to play a role with all the lap traffic that we're having. And we're still going to have, like, 11 laps to go. So still a lot of lap traffic left to happen as well. And lap traffic can always make things interesting on Supercross. So plenty of time remaining for anything crazy to go down. Really good shot of the first couple sections here. Ooh, what was that? Opix having a blue flag for Pancake there. I think he just went down in that section and just kind of worked out. But that might have slowed up Pancake a little bit, which could open the door for Slaunch, but Pancake ran that back rhythm, well, not the fastest, but better than he has in the past. These last like few laps have not been the best for him. He was really strong in the start of the race, and then this like middle part of the race, it just has not been too great. He hasn't really been able to recover since that crash over there. But still holding on to a podium spot, and that's definitely mixing things up. Detail the farthest away he's been from top 4, but like I said, this race still going on. Many laps left. Many lapped riders to be passed. That's actually Hunter there. So we saw Luke and Ump lap Hunter a few laps ago. Now it's going to be Pancake trying to get by him and Camby. This is unfortunate timing. He does get by Hunter pretty nice. Now he's got to get by Camby. That slows him up a little bit, but not too bad. And it's unfortunate for Camby because he had to give up that spot. Now he's going to give up a spot to Hunter, so that really sucks. especially because he's just doing a nice job blue flagging. Like, that sucks that ended up slowing him up a bit there, potentially losing that spot. But he takes it back right there. Nice run. But now he's got to watch out for Slaunch as well. Trying to make some blue flags happen. Again, Camby may have to lose a spot from blue flag to Hunter. That would suck so much. But he makes it happen. Makes a smart move right there. Oh, but Hunter. Oh, Hunter makes it work. And is going to pass Camby on the finish line jump. So now here, for whatever the hell position this is, like 8th or 9th or something, I have no idea. Camby and Hunter are now putting on a good battle. We just have like separate battles that just go on during this race that have just been happening. Like, that's just how this races went. Did not expect to see the excitement at this point in the race from Hunter and Camby, but hey, here we are. Definitely did not see that coming. Hunter goes down. Camby will get back by again. Detail gonna get slowed up a little bit there, but now may be able to lap him. And look at that, Slaunch still really close to Pancake. Definitely still time left. Still room for errors. That's a big pack right there. That's Luke getting by Elite and Fireball. Their retardedness continues. And Ump, let's see if Ump can get by him clean. Because he gets by him clean. Oh my good God. Gets by him clean, but I think that definitely costed him some time yet again. So he's trying to make gains, but kind of hard. And next up, Slaunch again. Pancake messes up right in front of him. And that is going to cost him. So he's going to lose his chances at going for that 3rd place yet again. But more lap traffic cheese. Pancake does split the difference. Slaunch gonna have to mount yet another run to try to make something happen there. What lap are we on? Okay, so we're gonna be going to 7 laps left here soon. 7 laps left when we hit the line. And as you can see, this is the biggest this lead gap, I believe, has been all race, with 7 laps remaining, but still plenty of, well, actually, no, the track is fairly clear for Luke and Ump, honestly. Like, they have Roman as a potential lapper. Other than that, it's pretty clear, so it's basically going to come down to the own riders and their own errors and stuff like that for the top 2. But for the rest of the drivers, there's still a little bit of lap traffic to work through. After that, though, it'll be fairly clean for them as well. They'll just get to battle after that. This is the biggest we've seen the gap between Pancake and Slaunch in a while. He just closes it up every time, but hasn't been able to make it happen. Detail been lurking in 5th for a long time. Now would be the time to mount a late race comeback to try to steal a position or 2 if possible. Shift lapping for Pancake there. Shift looked like he was trying to battle with him. That was kind of funny. Shift was really trying to work it there. Oof. Oh, that's Shift having a rough run again. Oh my God. Not too clean for him. 6 laps to go, I believe. Still plenty of time left. And Slaunch must have had a rough run there at some point, because here it is. Detail closing in. He's going to try to make things happen for this 4th place spot. Can Detail go back to back with 2 4th places in 2 Supercross races? He's in the same position again as was at Holy Gardens. Ooh, just barely makes it happen. The lapped rider off to the side. Slaunch has a rough run, but Detail has to really recover. That's going to allow Slaunch to close ground yet again. But Detail right now will have the position. Slaunch trying to fight back to the inside. Oh, all the lap cheese. Look at this. Look at what Real Deal has to fight through. He just gets by 2 of them right there. And fucking Fireball and Elite. And then Hunter and Camby are still duking it out. And Real Deal has to try to split the middle. He does it. Wow, that was actually move of the race. I'm not even kidding. Like, that was actually sick. So Real Deal, unfortunately, like, that's 5th Slaunch right there. He's not going to be able to gain another position. But the fact that he was able to split the lap riders right there is pretty nice. And I think Real Deal will definitely hold on to this 6th place. I think Roman might be 7th place. And Roman's off somewhere. I think Roman actually just got put a lap down, so Real Deal's got that 6th place. The gaps in this track are insane right now. Real Deal's definitely got that 6th place locked up. which, you know, he's probably going to be disappointed with, but again, like, that's pretty much par for the course. Again, it's going to come down to the oval. He's going to have a big oval performance. This next race at Chile is going to be huge, all right? I know there's still some more racing here at Frontier. I don't want to hype it up too early, but I think this Chile race is going to be really big. Detail making a mistake here. Oh, Slaunch just risking it, letting it all out because he knows that third place is probably out of grasp at this point, even though he's had several chances at it. It's probably out of the picture. But not able to make the pass happen. And Detail, oh no, exactly what happened to Slaunch with Pancake. Like the exact same scenario. And with 4 laps remaining, that might be it. Slaunch may have to settle for a 5th here. Oh, Pancake messing up again. I think the chances of him catching up to 2nd have probably went down the drain at this point. Unless something crazy happens. Luke and Ump. I mean, look at Luke and Ump's gap. Their gap is the biggest that it's been. Ump and Pancake's probably the biggest that it's been. So they had a really good battle going on for those first like 10, 12 laps or so. But the second half of the race, it's really settled out for that top 3. 4th and 5th are still fairly close, and then the rest of the field, oh my god, it is super separated for them. We've had some battles there, like Hunter and Canby, some isolated battles throughout the pack, but I think we're reaching that point in most Supercross races where it's settled out here for the last few laps. It's an absolute crazy race here. I did not expect to see so many crashes here at Frontier. I thought that it would have been a cleaner race. I mean, I knew it was going to be more cheesy than Holy Gardens. I think that was very apparent, but I still expected it to be a little bit cleaner. But we see a lot of drivers, a lot of really good Supercross riders all throughout the field just making mistake after mistake after mistake, and I think that Luke and Ump are like easily had the cleanest run, and that shows with them being 1 and 2 at this point. Just several conks though. Despite several mistakes for both, they've still opened up a strong 1-2 gap. As we go to 2 laps to go here. I mean, in the beginning, like, really nobody found their groove in the beginning. In the beginning of the race, it was like no one had anything going. And then towards the middle, once that top 3 battle kind of split, I think is when everybody in the top 3 kind of settled in. And then 4th, 5th place, like Detail and Slaunch had their own challenges at different points. But yeah, after that midpoint for the top 3, it kind of just settled in with the consistency and stuff like that. Still a good race though. Those first like 12 laps for the top 3 were some of the most intense top 3 Supercross battling we've had. White flag here for Luke, and I mean Pancake's closed the gap on Ump, but it's going to take something crazy if Ump can catch those lappers, which it is Fireball and Elite, so could happen. Wasn't there a question about like a doubleheader sweep? God damn it. I think there was. And I think I did not predict it being this one. Conking myself, as always. So here, last few sections. Of Frontier. And the first GP and Supercross of the season comes across the line in first. The second GP and Supercross of the season, they're going to come across the line in first in those as well. So Luke's going to take the win here at Frontier. What will happen for second? Ump getting into some pretty dangerous waters there at the lap traffic, but he's still got a solid gap. He's fine. Ump will cross the line in second for his best finish of the season here at Frontier. Pancake in third. And again, Luke's not competing for those points. So for Ump, like, this is a huge race for him to take that second place spot. Like, that is a really big performance. And even though he wasn't able to take the win, I think definitely making a statement here, looking really strong on the Supercrosses so far this season.